So honored to have the Eradicator, the world women's champion, Rhea Ripley, back with me on Under the Ring Pro Wrestling Conversations. Rhea, thanks for being here today.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with what's going on with you right now. You won the Royal Rumble. You had an absolute classic of a match with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania that you won. What is it like for you to be at the absolute top of WWE right now, and specifically on the women's side?
Um, for me, it feels very fitting. Um, I have been in this wrestling business for a long, long time now. It's coming up in 11 years in October, to be honest. And I feel like everything that I've worked so hard for is paying off, and everyone's knowing exactly who Rhea Ripley is. So to be at the top of the food chain per se, the top of the WWE Women's Division, it feels like everything that I've done is paying off, and I'm proving to everyone exactly who the hell I am and how good I am at what I do.
And who knew that you and Dominik Mysterio as a combination would work so well? Why do you think it works as well as it does?
I'm not sure. Dom and I, we barely talked before this whole Judgment Day thing. Like we said, "Hi, how are you?" and that was about it. Um, but watching our chemistry just sort of like blossom and grow week by week, and we're getting more comfortable with each other, which is fantastic. Um, it's been really fun, and also getting to watch him grow as a performer and blossom and get more confident week in and week out. It's been very rewarding as well. But I don't know. I feel like since we're both like around the same age, I'm 26, he's 25. I feel like our minds are very similar, and we just want to go out there and be chaotic and be menaces and just have fun. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just going out there and we're having fun and reacting off of each other and growing our bond. And I think people are seeing that in a way, and it makes it easy for them to follow, and it makes it easy for them to understand what's going on. And I think it's been fun for people to see how much we've grown together. But we're having the time of our lives.
And I mean, you've even got people in other companies rapping about you guys, so you must be doing something right. Um, it's
Exactly.
it's incredible to watch him try to talk and watching the crowds just completely drown him out. Like you've had a pretty good seat to see his whole career really so far. How good can he be?
The sky is the limit for Dom, to be completely honest. Like, I know a lot of fans don't agree, and they don't see much in him, which aggravates them, but they're very, very wrong. For Dom, just seeing how much he's grown over the past few months is so insane. Like, his confidence levels have just skyrocketed. He knows exactly what he's doing going out there. Like, even when he's not sure what he's doing, he still goes out there and he absolutely kills it. And hearing the kind of reaction that he gets, especially going from like being in a tag team with Ray and his dad sort of having the limelight and being the superstar in that relationship, to now him going out there, and he can go out there by himself and get the loudest reaction in any company. Like, being out there while he gets booed is quite deafening. It's real cool to hear. I can't even hear what he's saying most of the time when he's talking next to me on a microphone. That's how loud the crowd can be, and I've never heard someone get such a reaction so quickly as well, like
Yeah.
Dom does. The only time I've heard a loud reaction like that is obviously at like WrestleMania or a PLE, or yeah, like it's very rare that I hear the crowd get that loud for someone, especially so quickly. Like, he doesn't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
So it makes me very proud knowing how much he's grown, and I get emotional every now and then just because he's come so far, and it's been real cool to be a part of.
And obviously you're a big piece of his presentation too. How great was it, interrupting dinner at the Mysterio house. You've got Ray's parents there. You got Dom going to prison. Like, you're solid in the ring and in the gym, obviously, but this kind of stuff is the stuff that people really eat up. Those moments where they see the personalities of you guys.
Man, I loved every second of that. Going to Ray's house for Thanksgiving and teaching that deadbeat dad a lesson. It was a lot of fun. And then going to Dom's grandparents' house for Christmas. Like, first of all, we were invited, okay? His grandparents invited us. So I don't know why Angie and Ray were getting so hot, but obviously the cops got involved and they took my dom-dom, even though I'm the one that got assaulted by Angie. So I'm very confused. But yeah, I mean, going there and just having a bit of fun and poking the bear. People really do react off that sort of stuff because it's different. Like you said, like they see me wrestle and they see me out there in the ring and doing my thing on Raw or SmackDown sometimes, and it's just a different aspect of the job. And people love to watch these videos because they're very genuine and it's just true reactions and just a bit of fun.
Yeah. So watching the China A&E biography and seeing what your role is in the Judgment Day, I think it's a very similar dynamic. The imposing bad woman who gets involved kind of creates an uncomfortable situation for the male wrestlers. Is that kind of what you want to do as you put yourself in the position that you're in within the Judgment Day?
Um, I'm just being a supportive Judgment Day member, a supportive family member. I get compared to China a lot of the time, and I see the comparisons. And yes, I do agree. I feel like we're very, very similar. But at the end of the day, like I still want to make a name for myself. I don't want to be the next China. I want to be the first Rhea Ripley. Um, but I do love going out there with my boys. And obviously, if there was a girl in the group, I'd be doing the same for them as well. I wouldn't just be taking on the guys and standing up to them for my boys. I'd be standing up to the girls for my girl too. But I am the only female, so I have to go out there with the boys, and I do my job. I protect them at any means necessary, you know. And they also support me too. Dom Dom was there in Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions against Natalia, and he was there supporting me. Obviously, it's a little bit different. I can help them out in different ways, and they can't help me out in those same ways. But yeah, I mean, I do see the comparisons, and I think it's cool, and it does make me happy that people see me as such a strong presence in the Judgment Day, because China was on such a level where she was pretty much untouchable. She was definitely the muscle of the group, and she took on anyone and everyone. So to be compared to her in that sort of aspect, like, it makes me very proud and it makes me very happy.
Yeah, and what makes you so great is you're believable in everything that you do. I believe you and believe in you in a physical conflict with nearly anyone in wrestling. So, that's why it works. And then so you like other like female sort of intimidators. Your stuff versus Beth Phoenix was a lot of fun too. Like, what were your
Yes.
thoughts of that?
Yeah. So Beth Phoenix was my dream opponent. She's one that I watched growing up and I really gravitated towards because she was different. She didn't fit the mold that the other divas sort of held. She was obviously more muscle, like she had more muscles and she was bigger and thicker. And that's exactly how I was as a kid too. So I really loved her. So being able to step in the ring with someone with such strength that can actually do something to me, it was a lot of fun. I still want my singles match with her because I feel like the competition there is just so incredible, and it's hard for me to step in the ring with someone that's on the same strength level as me. I mean, like, we've got Bianca Belair, we've got Raquel Rodriguez, but apart from that, no one really holds to me in that same aspect except Beth Phoenix. So having that tag match, her and Edge versus me and Finn, it was a dream come true. But at the same time, I had a point to prove that I was the next big thing here in the WWE, and I was going to be the next big girl, big strong girl, pretty much. And obviously Finn got pinned, and we ended up losing. But I think I still told her that story, and I want my singles match with Beth Phoenix.
Definitely outstanding. We're going to move to something we call the 3 count now. It's going to be 3 quick questions and your answers. So first one, other than yourself, who has the coolest solo Judgment Day version of their theme song and why?
Oh, that's so difficult. So I really like Dom's music. I really do. I remember the first time I listened to it, I was like, yo, this is sick. And I know that he's not really too fond of it, but it's got a cool beat to it. And I don't know, it makes me happy hearing it. So I would say Dom's music.
And then it has the opposite effect on the fans when they hear the first note, they know what to do too. So, and then I love the only faction I can think of with 5 like different theme songs for different situations too. So I kind of love that. It's unique.
Yeah.
You don't really see that much.
No, it is.
Second question: if you could put the Judgment Day in a 4-on-4 match with any group in wrestling history, who would it be and why?
You know, I feel like the Judgment Day versus DX would be a very fun time for everyone. I feel like it would be fun for the Judgment Day, it'd be fun for DX, and it'd be a hell of a lot of fun for the crowd watching as well. I feel like there'd be a lot of shenanigans, a lot of misbehaving, and just craziness going on everywhere.
Do you have a quartet of DX members that you would want to see in that? Obviously, it's all hypothetical, so it's past, present, whatever.
Oh man, it's hard. They're all so good and so good at what they do. All that I know is I would love to take on Triple H. I'd want to be the one across the ring from Triple H.
Very, very good. Next question. How much do you enjoy engaging the fans on social media and their various reactions to you and what you're doing? And is it kind of, what's your approach to social media? Because, I've seen the ad lately about your presence on TikTok and everywhere else, but you seem to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, so social media, it's a very interesting place, like there's a lot of positivity, but there's a lot of negativity. Obviously, my TikTok has been going absolutely wild, which is funny because I didn't even want TikTok. Work made me get it because apparently I was TikTok famous. So they made me get it. And I guess they were right because it skyrocketed. And now I'm the most followed superstar in WWE, which is wild. Apart from that, I don't really go on social media too much anymore just because there is so much negativity. Like I don't read as much as I used to read. Obviously, I try and see all the fan art and I try to see all the pictures of people doing my makeup because I like to see that stuff. I like to see the lives that I've like inspired and the people that I've brought the confidence out of in a way. But most of the time, I'll just like post something really cheeky and then just like get off the app.
That's probably exactly the right way to do it too. And just as we wrap up, when you look at that Money in the Bank is July 1st at the O2. When you look at the women's ladder matches, is there anybody in there you'd especially like to have a match with? I guess so far we have Bayley, Io, Zelina, Becky, and Zoe in an open spot.
Yeah, so depending on who's in that open spot, going off the 5 that are in there so far, Zoe's obviously new to Raw. I've never stepped in the ring with her, so I feel like that would be a very interesting opponent for me, just because we don't really know each other. So it's new. It's new. It's something new for the fans. It's new for us. But apart from Zoe, I would love to step in the ring with Becky again. I had a singles match with her in NXT, but it went to no contest because Shayna, Jasmine, and Marina came out and they ruined that match. So apart from that, I've never had a singles match with Becky on TV. So I'd be very intrigued to see how that one played out.
Me too. That would be tremendous. So, Rhea Ripley, thank you so much once again for joining me on Under the Ring Pro Wrestling Conversations. Really enjoyed this, and congratulations on everything you've accomplished and all the stuff that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.